Good day everyone, we are from Group 1 and we will be reporting about the sense of taste and smell. So to begin with, we have here the chemical senses, which is the use of chemoreceptors to detect molecules called odorants. So we have gustatory sense, which is the sense of taste, and we have the olfaction, which is the sense of smell. So we will determine the chemical nature in the atmosphere and substances in the external environment. We are also better equipped us to find nutritious food and essential minerals. We can also avoid poisonous substance, and we can make decisions that affects our overall survival. Our goals for this reporting is to describe the sense of smell, identify modality, location of receptors, and physiological role of smell. We're also going to learn terminologies like adaptation as it relates to physiology of sensory receptors. And we're also going to describe the sense of taste, identify modality, location of receptors, and structure of taste buds and physiological role of taste. So if we are actually in an actual laboratory, the materials that we are going to use are human head model, 6 vials with different recognizable scents, stopwatch or timer, compound microscope, sterile disposable cotton swabs, waste container, 5 cups, fresh salt solution, fresh sugar solution, fresh lemon juice, fresh bitter almond bitter gourd, and fresh glutamate or the MSG.
Hello everyone, my name is Angeline Batulay and my topic for today is all about sense of smell. Olfactory or sense of smell is a word that often appears in scientific context. The nerves that pass from the nose to the brain and contain the receptors that make smelling possible, but it has occasionally branched out into less specialized contexts. Location: in the lining of the upper third of the nasal cavity, and the sensory olfactor cells possess hair cells that detect in the odorants molecules, specialized receptors in the plasma membrane covering in the cilia.
Head. The olfactory epithelium is located in the nasal cavity. Olfactory bulb has branches of the cranial nerve eye, projecting through the cribriform plate of the ethmoid. Olfactory senses can detect many different kinds of odors. Demonstrate using 6 vials. Record whether the odor is detected correctly.
Hello everyone, I'm Venus Blanza. We discussed today is all about the sense of smell and taste. We discussed today is all about the adaptation. Adaptation is occur many sensory receptors including odorant receptors. Prolonged exposure to particular stimulus cause a receptor's fatigue and cease sending information to the CNS. Hold 1 vial near the nose, breathe normally while able to smell the substance. Begin timing as soon as you smell the substance. Continue to several minutes until the smell ceases to the distinct. The sense of smell in human being is less acute than in many animals. Sense of smell supported by the 10 to 100 million receptors contained within tiny area is 5 cm2 called the olfactory epithelium. Sense of taste. We can only detect 5 tastes. We have the sour, sweet, bitter, salty, and umami, means a essence of deliciousness. In Japanese, described as savory characteristic of fruit, cooked meat, and fermented products. Receptor organs, taste buds, found primarily in the sides of the papillae of the tongue. Gustatory hair, from the sensory cells possess receptors that can be triggered by molecule called the testant, detected by the sense of taste. Taste buds, embedded with the papillae of a prepared microscopic specimen of the human tongue.
Sensitivity of taste bud. With this activity, we can be able to perceive what taste can the tongue identify or perceive. So we are going to blot the saliva from the surface of the tongue with clear paper towel. Dip a sterile disposable cotton swab in one of the 5 taste solution and place on various areas of the tongue. And then we are going to record the results whether taste was perceived or not. So the taste that we are going to identify here is salt, sweet, sour, bitter, and glutamate. Let us try some activity from our laboratory manual, wherein we have watched a short clip wherein a boy was blindfolded and identifying different substances. So within that video clip, the boy was able to identify the smell of banana, orange, strawberry, bread, lemon, and chocolate. And then he was not able to recognize the smell of garlic. Another activity here is to write a few brief paragraphs outlining how the senses of smell and taste operate in ways that help the body maintain a homeostatic balance. So we all know that the nose and mouth are connected through the same airway, which means we taste and smell food at the same time. So the sense of taste can recognize salty, sweet, bitter, and sour, but when we combine with sense of smell, it can actually recognize many other individual tastes. So these sensory cues change the activity of sensory neurons. The sensory information is processed and transmitted. Taste and smell signals from oral cavity that affect not only the intake regulation but also influence hormonal, neural, and metabolic pathways to maintain homeostasis.